Greetings from LSM Academy. So in this video we are going to check what is the use of screen orientation attribute in activity tag. So I'm just going to add the screen orientation attribute which is mentioned in the activity tag. So you can see many options here. So unspecified, landscape, portrait, user, behind, sensor, non-sensor, no sensor, sensor landscape, sensor portrait, reverse landscape, reverse portrait. So like this you can see many options here. So we are going to check out some of the options that is applicable for screen orientation. The first one would be your landscape. So if you have specified this screen orientation value, this particular activity, main activity, that is your main activity, would be available only in landscape position. So whenever you open this activity would be viewed only in the landscape view. So the next one is portrait. So if you select that as portrait, your activity would be viewed only in the portrait position. Even if you change it to landscape, it wouldn't switch over from portrait to landscape. So like this you can have many options here. So sensor is something like it can move to any rotation, that is it can switch over the screen orientation to anything you are handling. That is, if you handle this as a portrait, handle the mobile in the portrait mode, your activity would be viewed using the portrait. If you change it to the landscape, then your activity would be handled to the portrait position. So let me just run this app and explain the positions. So you can see the icons here that is used to rotate your mobile phone. I'm just going to say which is landscape, which is a portrait mode. So my app is loaded. Now I'm going to change it to landscape. So this is your landscape position. Okay, so I'm again going to rotate it left, which you can see that it has a reverse landscape, that is holding your phone upside down. So that is your reverse landscape. So if you move to any of the sensors, this is your reverse landscape. So if you rotate the phone to any of the available screen orientation, this sensor screen orientation would be switching over to the position you handle in the phone. So there are totally 4 orientations, which is landscape, reverse landscape, portrait and reverse portrait. If you handle the phone vertically, you can either have it as portrait or reverse portrait. If you handle your phone horizontally, you can either have it as landscape or reverse landscape. Like this you do have many options here. So sensors is actually based on the side which you are handling your device. Like this, we have no sensor also. If you choose this option, you are not able to rotate, that is switch from landscape to portrait or portrait to landscape. Like this, we do have many options here. So we do have sensor landscape also and sensor portrait. So sensor landscape, what it would do is you can view your activity either in landscape or in reverse landscape, that is landscape in a upside down position. The same wise sensor portrait, which you can view your mobile in portrait mode or reverse portrait mode. So this is the use of screen orientation, and this screen orientation is actually given in the activity of the application. So to know about the application, you can open your manifest file and edit it.